That horn came from Elmenham. Valdis must have got to them.
Men are pouring in from across East Anglia, and our ships stand ready.
Theodward's Reeve is with us. His men will be here soon.
More than his. The Kingsbury Horn has inspired men all across this kingdom. We will have the army we need. It seems Oswald got what he wanted in the end. Saxon and Dane united in common cause.
A pity he's not here to see it.
Forces will be ready soon. Are you ready to start the assault?
I am.
Our target is Burg Castle, said to be impenetrable.
Good. Let them have their false confidence.
By cover of night, Valdis will lead the field at the front gates. With Rued's men distracted, our forces move on the sea gate from the backwaters at their backs.
And once we're in, we'll leave no gate closed in that castle. Rued's men cannot be allowed to dig in further. Your longship, is she ready?
She awaits her own special glory. They need your words, Eivor.
Oswald was a man who did not hesitate when you sought him for favors. A man who was fair and strong. A man who gave his life for his kingdom. Honor him today. Honor his memory and fight with the same extra courage he showed.
For Oswald!
Now is the time. Today we rid East Anglia of Rued's clan, once and for all. The brothers' fleet, gathered and ready.
Word of your actions in Theodward has spread like... You remember the dream I spoke of?
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams, life. It may be they are one and the same.
What's wrong with you?
Tonight I ride the flaming sea steed, rushing for the spear din. A watcher alight on water's wake. Another glory I will keep. Ready yourselves. Rued shitstains will see us coming.
Ready yourselves to brace, men. We bring Helheim to our enemies. How nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air.
Take cover!
Arrows! Brace! Odin's hell! The sword maidens take them swiftly. Yourselves, men!
Close one, last one!
Keep your
Steady
seat
your
on
hands!
Slipper!
Hold for impact! Hold! Reeve sail! No! We need to open these gates!
Charge! For Oswald!
Glorious ram to you! This is for Oswald!
That's it! Rah! The ram could push through.
Feeling the heat!
Fall before me! Yes! Now to the inner gate! Get that ram to the gate and push! And keep... These merchants and farmers can fight. Oswald. He lives. Oswald lives!
Eivor, is that you? Shut your ass, twig spine!
Stand fast! This will be over soon!
Worry not for me! You must stop! Silence, fool! So this is what it comes to, Wolf-Kissed? 2 Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson? If this swine is your prize, come and get him!
The people of East Anglia have spoken.
The Saxon lover comes to fight. Finished here, ruined.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald. A miserable clan you lead, Ruit.
Yes, and one that has bled this country dry for 2 summers.
Flee, Ruit, while pity restrains my blade.
Not till I've taken all the swords have to offer.
East Anglia will have its king, and it will not be you.
That groveling worm in a cage. You must be blind to stand with such a man. Danes fighting for a Saxon king. The Sagas will scorn this day. Come to die?
For all your efforts, only the cold dark of Niflheim awaits you.
Valhalla is my destiny. That fate will not be met today. They should be roomed, wolf-kissed. Made thralls, not treated as equals. We are better than this. Than all of them.
Do not drag me down to the sewage you wallow in.
Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a Saxon? This Saxon of all.
He has an abundance than which you do not. He's fit to rule, fit to lead. You are not but a murderous plunderer.
Valhalla is my destiny. That fate will not be met today. This land is rife with weakness.
Thank you.
You'd throw in with these wastrels? These Argir swine? For what? A scrap of land and a promise of peace?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Another screeching scold. This man must die for the damage he has wrought. The old laws are clear.
These are Oswald's lands, to rule as king as he sees fit.
Does Eivor bow to kings?
To defy a king would shame him. East Anglia cannot heal without his honor intact.
And what of your honor, Eivor? How much are you willing to lose?
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
I should speak with Oswald. See if he is well.
To the ships! Praise the Old Father! Oswald, live!
Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is like a dream.
But you are not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. What some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Finnir, are you jealous of such things?
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my body aches. I desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now, I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin. Survey the area, Sunan. Show me what lies ahead. Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Thought I had one.
The wedding is soon to start. How grand!
A beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast set a spirited tone for East Anglia. Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
I hereby name you man and wife. And as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, Stuart. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Look there! Finland on the roof!
The road to
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freyr. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they're aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Be plain about it, Stiffspear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
That I do. Will you follow me? To a place more comfortable?
A good plow sword is a rare thing. Lead the way.
Gods. That's worth a verse or two in some skald song. I'll remember that for all time, Eivor.
I will too, brother.
The sagas are never this good. This night remains glorious.
These are the moves of Elmenhar.
So I told the Dane, you get the wool while the Saxon gets his milk. They'll trade with each other, and when the time comes, we'll make it into a good stew
Some
for everyone.
sweet wine
You
for
like
a sweet swine?
I hate it, actually.
Come
When we make
join
that
me!
stew, you can have my bowl.
You think in such...
The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll, Hati, chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
you can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny.
You think in such a strange way.
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I have ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good king, Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Skull! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king. The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
No square, only sweat and blood.
He may be wounded, but do not let your guard down.
Let's settle this.
I will bury you, Saxon. I'll take all that is yours.
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent? So cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on.
You have won. My life is yours.
Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
I do not understand this Saxon religion. Oswald is a coin. One side mercy, the other courage. There are few like him, I'll admit. Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. Courage and restraint like I've never seen. With all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued wrought, still, Oswald found reason to spare him.
It is a strange thing.
A remarkable thing. From what inner spring does such kindness run? I'd like to know. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose East Anglia. I fight for you, my king.
Rise, old friend. You're embarrassing me.
Be well, Finir. Your choice is a bold one. You continue to surprise Oswald of Elmenham.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met, I made an oath. I promised you an alliance.
You did.
You'll have it, so long as I draw breath.
Till next time, King. The wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news. I should talk to Hytham.
Wretched hat of yours. Do you not know?
Rohan, Holger, why all this shouting? Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom, to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways, creation.
Absolutely not.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I want to see the Alliance map. What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious Thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Ealdorman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
Sindri Bodis Swilcha Dolina.
Det was heftig.
Go, Sunan.
We know it's the Danes. It's always the damn Danes! Make them pay their guilt for the dead that now litter the fields!
Show sense, please. What would the Danes gain from the slaughter of poor farmers?
Look! There's a filthy Dane now! Why don't we ask? You slaughtered my best milk cow, you beast!
I did not touch your herd.
You fools are making this worse.
These Saxons fight like mad dogs to protect their own. I cannot blame them.
Thank you for staying your hand, stranger. What is your name?
Eivor. of the Raven clan in Mercia.
Wolfhilda, Abbess of Barking, and Inquirer into mysteries.
Are we here for the same reason, I wonder?
Aye, to look upon devil's work. But why would a Dane from upriver care what happens to Saxon farmers?
If there is a rabid wolf or bear on the prowl, I would see it dead. Blame often falls on my folk for such carnage.
Well and good, Eivor of the Raven clan. Take a look at the maulings, and tell me what manner of rabid beast did these things.
I could start with the dead cows. You there! What befell this poor beast?
Danes befell it.
How can you be sure?
It was Hrothgar's war band. They're holed up in that old church, working their misery upon us.
Warriors do not often go about slaying milk cows. Besides, I've heard talk of a beast on the loose. Blood, still wet as stew. Where does it lead?
A Jotun did this. I saw it. All big and hairy. Staggering across the moor.
Giants aren't real. You saw the devil himself taking his tithe to hell.
Bite marks, but not from any beasts I know. And the corpse is covered in a strange mold, though the wounds are fresh. By the gods, what manner of beasts flung that poor creature up here to its doom? You are brave ones for getting so close to this awful sight.
I saw it, warrior. I did. The night it happened. I saw it all.
What did you see? A wolf? A bear? Maybe a rabbit hound?
It was a Jotun, as straight as a tree. And it laughed while it ripped and teared. It yelled out its name. Grendel.
What sort of beast leaves glistening mold over freshly killed prey? Yet that woman blamed the Hrothgar and his band of Danes. Were the killer's men?
Whoever it was, they were mighty enough to get a mauled beast corpse onto a rooftop. But that little girl said the creature was a giant, calling itself Grendel. This may be the work of a band of drunken Danes, or something far worse. I should discuss these clues with Wulfhilda.
Wulfhilda, I have learned all I can from the villagers and those dead beasts.
And what is your take on the mystery? Still believe a wolf or bear did these things?
This is not the work of a woodland preacher. The bite marks, the mold, most odd.
So you admit this is the devil's work? Or one of your wooden dragons come to life?
A few maulings do not make for a devil or a dragon. It must be a man, or a pack of them. The girl mentioned a name. Grendel.
No. No mortal hand could rend flesh in such a way. Surely you see that.
I have seen the worst the hands of men can do. Deeds bloodier than this.
And these men stalk the night, slaying cattle as they go.
True. This thing I cannot explain.
3 times these attacks have happened. Each time, bite marks, broken bones, and streaks of mold. Something wicked walks in East Anglia. Some other animals were attacked in the woods northeast of here.
Let us go.
This way. We may find more clues. Should be up there in the trees ahead. Can you smell it? It reeks of death and evil.
I know that scent well. Carrion and death. Loki's reek.
The Maulings have drawn in a starving water. To battle!
Did the wolves get a bite of you?
No, I'm unhurt. Thank you, Dane. I misjudged you.
No need. But tell me what happened.
These beasts came scavenging for fresh meat.
I meant, why are you out here with the dead cattle again?
I'm searching for my best milch cow. She's missing.
And you found her?
No, but I found a Danish axe. It belongs to Hrothgar, leader of the warband.
You know for a fact this axe is his?
Yes. He brandishes it about the village, demanding ale.
I will speak to this Hrothgar and his warband. That woman is certain a nearby band of warriors caused these maulings. We have no other clues.
I know the men she means. They're staying at the church near Brisley Farm. Come, meet them. Their leader, Hrothgar, is a great man. For a heathen. He is no cattle killer.
You have curious opinions, Wulfhilda. And an uncommonly open mind.
I should say the same of you. Most heathens would point to witchcraft or monsters. But you seek an earthly cause.
I have seen many strange things. But the answers are usually close at hand, if only hidden.
True. Yet in this case, the Church has tasked me to explain the unexplainable. That, at times, introduces unholy ideas.
And your Church accepts your unholy ideas?
They tolerate it. Lucifer is a deceiver, and God himself works in mysterious ways. So I too must remain open to all possibilities, mundane and otherworldly.
Which is why you tolerate a heathen like me.
Perhaps. Or perhaps all of us, heathen and Christian, stand within the folds of a greater mystery. Something's off, Eivor. Hrothgar's men are rowdy sorts, but the air is far too still.
Stand back, priestess. This is war work.
Hrothgar and his men, they were good to me.
Have a care, Wolfhilda. The killer may yet linger here.
Their leader, Hrothgar. I do not see him among the dead.
I shall find him. See, more fresh mold. Same as in the fields, on the cows.
The villagers say it is the Devil's Mark. What do you say, Eivor?
I say find the mold, and we find our killer.
More blood.
Someone crawled into the loft, or dragged a body up there. The same marks as before. Bite marks. A mauling. These are not weapon wounds.
What manner of demon can fell so many well-armed warriors?
Back, I say. I can still draw blood.
You are Hrothgar, leader of this warband.
I am. A Finnmark raider and proud of it. For the little time I have left.
I bear ill news. Your warriors have fallen. Who or what did this awful thing?
The monster did this thing. It killed us while laughing. Laughing! It broke my axe and gouged me. I crawled up here to die.
What was it? Did you see?
A foul Jotun. A night-goer from the world's rim. It spoke. Named itself Grendel. Said it would return.
Good. We shall wait for it to come back, you and I.
Not I. My wounds are too great and my spirit takes ship. Send them to Helheim. For me.
Right. With the winged women, friend. I will handle this Grendel, whatever manner of monster it may be.
Wait. Warrior. There were 2.
Let's hide, to not scare the demon off when it returns.
We'll wait up here for it to show itself again.
Get your rest, warrior. I will stand vigil with prayer.
Wolfhilda, be still. Something stirs.
Today, die.
No kill! Play! I play! It hurts. What the hell?
Play. Grendel only want to play. You make Grendel hurt. Mama, I want to go home.
By all that is holy and bright, what manner of monster is that thing?
Not a monster, but a man. Strange to behold, but this Grendel was a man.
But where did it come from?
All men have mothers. This one called out for his in the end.
And all of us, even the most hideous, have souls. O Lord, forgive this man his sins, and grant unto him your grace and everlasting love.
Mold everywhere. Stay here, Wolfhilda. I'll follow this trail.
Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. May all these souls rest in peace.
Grendel must have tracked this mold here. But from where? More mold. I'm on the right path. The source of the mold must be near. Trail leads into this pit. reek. Ugh. This woman speaks of her child, Grendel. A cruel fate the gods have woven.
What? Dark Spirit?
My head swims with fever dreams. What just happened?
Grendel! Grendel! Is that you? Answer me!
I need a thing for a locked door. A key, yes. I need a key. A key, so fitting. Yet what use is a key with no lock? Mold. Just mold. Scent.
You smell like my son. My son's blood. Where is he? Where is my boy?
What wickedness is this? You, the woman from the farm. You lied about the Danes.
To protect my boy. He never meant to hurt anyone. But the others, they could not see. He kept growing in body, but not in mind. He was my boy. My sweet little Grendel.
Hilda must know the truth of this.
What is this place? Troll curse corruption lurks here. Stretch your wings, Sunan. Abbess,
Eivor, you live yet. Pray, tell all.
I slew a monster that was but a man. Then I tracked his mother and killed her too.
His mother?
She struck at me in the dark, and I defended myself. But it was no hero's deed.
Those poor souls. I shall pray for them tonight at Barking Abbey.
Leaving already?
I must. The bishop is eager for a full accounting of the Beast of East Anglia.
Leave my name out of your tale. It is nothing to be remembered for.
Understood. Perhaps it would work better as a song. I dabbled in verse as a youth. It may be time to lift the pen again. But what story shall I write? The full truth of this thing may be hard to fathom.
Give them a comforting one, about heroes and monsters. For the truth, the bone-cold truth of everything, is often hard to take. It cuts like a cruel north wind on the neck.
God saves us all, Eivor. I take my leave now, but will write to you once my poem is complete. Farewell.
Thank you, and farewell to you too, Wolfhelda.